that time of year where my plums are starting to ripen. So I've got my ladder, my fruit picker, and my harvesting apron. Plums ripen so quickly, one day they won't look ripe at all, and then the next you'll see a bunch on the ground, so it's definitely time to start harvesting them. This tree is so tall, and even getting on a ladder to pick them won't help me reach the ones at the top. I have my fruit picker here that is pretty long, but I still won't be able to get to the very top, but those are often pecked at by birds anyways. I also have my Joey Roo harvesting apron. This is great because when I'm up on the ladder, I won't have to worry about dropping plums if they were in a bucket or a bowl. It's also just one less thing to bring out here with me. All right, let's do this. I am going to try and get as many plums as I can today. One bad thing about using the fruit picker is that sometimes you end up knocking off a plum that isn't ripe, and while they do ripen off the tree, they still need to be not so green to ripen properly. I don't think this one will ripen well anyway because it looks weird and wrinkly. But if you look up here in the tree, you can see clusters of plums where some are really ripe and ready to be picked, but then there's some green plums right next to the ripe ones that might come off if you try to harvest them. So you really need to be careful or have some finesse with that fruit picker to get those ripe plums, or just be okay with sacrificing some plums. Here's a little step ladder. Since my big ladder doesn't fit here, my tree goes over into the neighbors' yards, but they can't even access it due to their own trees, so I kind of have to reach over the fence here. I had to take off my jacket because this is quite a workout, and it didn't seem very hot when I started, but definitely, getting up and down on the ladder and moving around, it does kind of, get you sweating a little bit. So jacket's coming off. I've already come inside a couple of times to empty out my roux, but I think this is the last batch for the day, so let's go inside and see what we got. Here's what I harvested today. Here is just one bowl, and then I've got tons of them here. Just so many plums. It was a really good harvest, but I also have another plateful here. I am running out of bowls, but I've got 2 other bowls here as well. After I harvest, I like to sort them out by ripeness. Like this one here is pretty ripe. It could be eaten or processed today, so I will set aside a bowl of ripe ones that are ready to eat or be processed. I just cut them up and freeze them. I'm not into canning. So then I will sort out the ones that need a few more days to finish ripening. The ripe ones I will likely process today and then keep a few around for fresh eating, but each day more and more will ripen, and they do ripen fast. I will probably have another few days of harvesting, but the plums are done just as quickly as they appear.